How often do you tell yourself that you feel stressed or mention to other people, maybe your family and friends, that you're feeling stressed? Welcome back to Awaken Life. I'm Harmesh, a nervous system practitioner and mentor. So, when we talk about feeling stressed or being stressed, we can be forgiven for thinking that stress is just an emotion like fear or anger or sadness. But the truth is, stress is how we experience the different emotions that we feel in life due to maybe challenges or difficulties that we're facing. If we look even deeper still, it's really about how our nervous system is reacting to these challenges and difficulties that we are facing in our life. Paul Ekman identified six basic or core emotions: sadness, anger, happiness, disgust, surprise, and fear. These are just the base emotions and they can be felt by us in various different ways. So, with clients, I use the calm feelings wheel, which actually helps clients get underneath how they are feeling and right down to the base or the core emotion of what they are experiencing in different situations or around different people. This can really help them get to the bottom of what it is that is making them feel stressed. So I want to take happiness out of this equation because when we are feeling stressed, it's probably not one of the emotions that we are actually feeling. We're looking at the other emotions of fear, anger, disgust, surprise, and maybe even sadness. And just as we are individual, the way that we feel or experience stress is also very individual. There are a variety of emotions, and there are also a variety of reasons why we feel stressed. It all is really unique to you. How we tend to look at stress is something that we want to eliminate from our lives. None of us want to feel stressed or deal with the emotions that come from being stressed. So, what we do is we use a lot of the tools that the health gurus, the wellness influencers, maybe our GPs or medical practitioners talk to us about, things like yoga, mindset tools, maybe eating a bit better or getting more sleep. We start to implement those things into our life to help us manage that stress that we're feeling. But many of us don't go any deeper than these tools. So we don't get to the root cause of what our stress is. And we end up actually experiencing the stress for a lot longer than maybe we need to. And that isn't to say that managing our stress is not a good thing. It's definitely a good thing. But we also need to go that little bit deeper to try and understand what it is that is really causing our stress so that we can start to work towards eliminating it or resolving it. And this isn't always easy, especially when some challenges in life are a lot longer term and they are not so easy to resolve. So let's take financial difficulties or trying to find a job as a couple of examples. These are challenges that aren't so easy to resolve. They may take a little bit of time, but it would be great if I could just turn around and give you your dream job on a plate, or you could win the lottery, because that would just remove those stresses from your life. That, as I said before, when we are facing challenges, maybe like these, we go to our wellness tools. We go to those things that we have been told that will help us to reduce our stress levels. Those things like exercising regularly, eating better, trying to get more sleep. But here's the thing: if we really want to learn how to reduce and manage our stress in a more effective way, we need to get to the root cause of what is causing our stress in the first place. And that also means trying to understand the emotions that are underlying the stress that you are feeling. So let me take the example of the financial situation again. So there's a real cost of living crisis at the moment, and there are a lot of people feeling the pinch when it comes to money. And even though they are working really, really hard, they're still not being able to afford to live in the way that they want to. So this may be causing them a great deal of stress. And this isn't something that can always be resolved in the short term. On the surface of it, we can see that the lack of money is what may be causing the stress. But what we need to do is actually get a little bit deeper to understand what the emotions are behind that stress so that we can try and resolve it in a much more effective way. Take a moment to think about how you would feel if you were in that kind of situation where you were having financial difficulties. You may be feeling emotions such as shame. You may be feeling fear or anger or frustration. These may all be coming up for you when you think about not having the money that you need to live the life that you want to live. So it's not necessarily the situation itself that is causing us the stress. It is the emotions that are coming up because of that situation that are then making us feel stressed. What we need to do is actually start looking at these emotions and seeing where they come from. And this can take a bit of time and a bit of patience to really get down to that level where we start to understand where the emotions are coming from that are causing our stress. So let me take the emotion of fear and put it against our example of financial difficulties. Let's talk it through. The fear may be coming from how you think that people are going to view you because you don't have the money that you need. The fear may also be coming from thinking that you're going to be made homeless because you can't pay your mortgage or your rent. And you may be feeling really angry that you've been working so hard to earn money to live, yet you still don't seem to be able to make ends meet. Or the fear may be coming from not knowing how to survive without your income, or even being chased by companies for money because you can't pay your bills. So it's these fears that really need to be worked on to understand and reduce your stress levels. So the way that your nervous system is really putting you into this fear or survival mode is how your nervous system is dealing with the challenge of these financial difficulties. And what your nervous system is doing in this instance is really putting you into survival mode. And so all of your decisions and your choices start to come from that survival mode. But if you start to understand where your emotions are really stemming from and taking that little bit of a step back, you will start to learn to be able to make choices and decisions that are coming from a place of safety and groundedness rather than that survival. And in the long term, those choices and decisions will be more effective and more beneficial for you. So it's really about understanding how your nervous system is working and how it responds when these type of challenges and emotions come up for you. It would be easy for me to tell you to go and take another yoga class or go to sleep a little bit earlier or eat a little bit better. And these are all good pieces of advice and they will help you to manage your stress on one level. I don't want you to just manage your stress on one level. I want you to be able to build stress management strategies for the long term. And that really means getting to the bottom of your emotions and seeing what is driving your nervous system when certain challenges or situations come your way. Once you are able to understand those, you will be able to see where your stress responses come up and be able to take yourself out of those stress responses in a more effective way for you. So I don't want you to keep mindsetting your way out of stress or using tools to just keep your stress at bay. I really want to help you to get to the bottom of your stress and the root causes and to help you learn how to resource yourself so that you can start to build these strategies and manage and reduce your stress in a more effective way for you. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video useful. If you do want support or help in creating a long-term stress management strategy for your life so that you can start to face challenges rather than run away from them, then please feel free to get in touch. I'll see you in my next video.